about to play. Uh, just give me a second. Okay, so let me see. Like doing pretty well for myself actually, if I remember correctly. We're probably gonna die soon to this. Um, okay. Probably gonna actually rest and then do this. Probably gonna do this. I gotta do that. Are you kidding me? Okay. Let's go talk to our boyfriend. What's up? Emphasis preparing the matsutake cats. He cleans them carefully with a damp cloth before shaving the stalks as if he were sharpening a pencil. His knife slides through them, revealing the bright white of the flesh within. These are good, Sleeper. Very good. He says without looking up. I bought her with Mingy for scalp too, so we could brew the dashi. You know Mingy? Did we ever say this? Hold on. Alright. Memphis looks up from his cutting with a smile. Oh, this is the first time he's like looked up from cooking, isn't it? Everyone knows Bengi. Memphis slides the sliced matsutake mushrooms to one side and takes out a closed pan. He opens the lid and you see the green wafer of kelp sitting in a bath of water. Been soaking since last cycle. Memphis explains, should be good to warm now. He places the pan over the burner and turns it on low. We have some time now. He wipes his hand from Oh, are we going to get the make out? Oh my gosh. Bro, I feel like the schoolgirl when she finally gets to know the dark boy's true like kind side. However, there's one difference in this cycle. He smiles. You have been the one providing my ingredients, so it's my turn to provide a story. Oh my gosh, bro. You can tell me any story. I'd sit there and I'd listen to you for an eternity. Make sure that boom, boom. Okay. Okay. Yeah, bro, tell me. Good. This story is important to me. He gestures for you to both sit on the food bowling stools behind the stall. Bro, just bro, you can take me home after this too. I don't mind. TDs. Infus runs a hand over his forearm, tracing the circular scars that marked them like a perfect bite marks. I was talking about these. Conway called it an anchored interface rig, a mechanical control device for piloting a heavy-duty extraction suit in low-G industrial operations. Call it a bone suit. He points to a pattern of larger circles on his shoulder. They drill in and anchor it here, then all the way down the arm. He taps each scar on the way. It maps mechanical movements to the suit exactly, 1-to-1 mechanical replication. You swing your arm, 2-ton. What? You swing your arm, 2-ton arm swings 2. Should have seen the recruitment vids. Strong people and even stronger suits. Caring for the snow and the scrap. Superheroes. After my graduating year, signed up from company school to company shuttle. Gone away from birth to death. He stares off into the distance for a moment, fighting with the memories. But the bone suits weren't good. Failure rates was high. And the failures meant arms torn off, anchors torn out, broken bones. Bad stuff. But after a while, Conway discontinued them. No longer competitive, he said. He checks the broth, turning down the heat and adding the mushrooms. So there we were, hundreds of us with surgical alterations for suits that didn't work. Sent us home back to that company colleague that spat us out. We cleaners, drivers, cooks. He gave us drugs for the pain and told us to make something of ourselves. When I deserted, driving some passing spacers to take me to orbit, they were only me and a couple others left. The rest just faded away. Arthritis, osteoporosis. They folded it in the cells like paper lanterns. That was my generation. The anchor points still ache, still burn. He touches the scar, but what burns worse is the betrayal. I've been on the eye a long time now, but that would never fade. Not that, and not the faces of my friends. Infus reaches over and sprinkles a handful of leaves into the broth. It's ready. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. I'll not let their story die. As long as I'm telling it, it will remain. Infus pours the broth into a double-walled metal bowl and hands it to you. The heat radiates through your hand and the smell drifts up, rich and sharp, like a pine forest after the rain. You drink the broth slowly. This is just yaoi. This is. I'm just reading Yowie. Like, this is the setup to like a hardcore. Bro, we are about to make out. You drink the broth slowly, chewing the matsutake and thinking. Memphis busies himself with cleaning the pans in the bowl, sealing the kelp bag for another day. Then he quietly comes to sit with you while you. Bro, he please make a move. Please make a move, man. I'm willing. Neither of you speak, preferring instead to let the story linger in the air a little longer. It's not that there's nothing to say, it's that sometimes, in the moments after something, speaking breaks the spell. So you both idle, eager to be in each other's company. Memphis taking longer over his cleaning, his packaging, and you savor the final dregs of broth. When you finally finish and hand him the bowl, you feel the spell break, and the story leaves you both. And as you leave, you know that the both of you are somehow a little more empty and a little more full than before. Holy shit, that was powerful. That was hard. That made me hard. But man, oh my god. Before I think about it too hard, I want to do that. I'd sacrifice my whole being just to make Memphis feel human again. Alright. What's on the agenda for today? What was I trying to do? I think I definitely want this. Oh yeah, bro. So I'm imagining that he's gonna have another. No. Let Lynn work. Oh, wait, are we still not? Oh, but what? I guess we. Did he move away? But I miss you, little bud. Oh. Okay. Okay. Now let's try to do something that's hard to do. I don't think I've fully explored up here yet. Well, it's probably not a good idea to waste it on it. Yeah, who cares? Let's see. Bliss, ship mechanic. No way, Marts. You take those subsender filters back to the shit hills you sold to them. You sold them. I did not read that right at all. You hear the voice echoing out of the bay as you pass, and moments later, someone who you assume is Moritz chirps out with it, gathering a pallet of filter cartridges by a tether. Hey you out there! Same voice echoes out of the entrance. Looking for work? Yes. I just need a hand. Get in here. The voice is coming from someone shorter than you expected. She is floating in the microgravity of the docking bay, beside a half-deconstructed life support unit that looks like it might have exploded at some point. She points a wrench at she points a wrench in your direction. You know anything about these things? She doesn't wait for an answer. Scratch that. Just help me with the casing. I'll help her. Alright then. She definitely moves around the building, around the unit, making space for you beside the central seam in the densest case. Just take a grip here and lift out and up. Then I can get in and unbolt it. She whacks the unit with the wrench. The whole thing is twisted to shit. You dig your fingers under the casing and lift it away, the metal squealing from the force. She puts her hand under, spinning the wrench to slip out the bolts, catching them in her other hand, then they spiral free. All good. The casing lifts off, revealing the ornate piping of the unit's interior. She whistles at the mess of ducts and filters. By the way, everyone calls me Bliss. She pats you on the shoulder, offering a little in the way of an explanation. This your bag? It is for now, yeah. Whether I like it or not. She looks at you like that should mean something. She looks at you like you're supposed to give a shit. Bliss starts pushing and pulling at the ductwork, looking for fractured pipes. We haggle for contracts, but the good ones get snapped up quick by the bigger bays. So I'm here to help get this M2 unit running again for one of the smaller freelance tugs. Small time stuff. Hold this. She rips out a ribbed pipe. Ribbed pipe? I've never heard of a ribbed pipe. And hands it to you like a freshly caught fish. We turn stuff around fast and neat, and maybe we get a chance at landing something bigger. Something starts hissing the suit, and Bliss quiets it with a precise whack. But to be honest with you, the way things are going, I can already see the other crews licking their lips, ready to take this place over. She looks up at you. I'm almost out of luck. Bro, why do I have to be the main character? I appreciate it. Let me finish before you jump, though. Jump? Am I about to kill myself? She keeps working, twisting aside pipes. Look here. There we are. Bliss pulls her hand from deep inside the unit, and out it comes, launching like a lumpen cube, scorched black. This thing must have felt overloaded and popped half of itself on the side. You both dug down to the side and grab the replacement from the racks, will you? Yeah. Let's just do what we're told. She asked for some further. Oh no. Probably M2 she was talking about. I think that's what she meant. Perfect, you passed. As if you want to work here. Because I need a hand right here. My partner skipped out on me at 11 with a whole mess. Seem like you at least be better at spotting a clean air filter than Moritz. I'll consider it. Wait, he frowns at the Rex. That's not all of it. My old business partner. He runs the place. Don't see the account. Bid for jobs, we need to put down deposits, bring in parts, pay tug fees for that. He looks nervous, embarrassed. We need chits. Having like working a 9 to 5 where you're paying for the whole 9 to 5. Pause. We'd be partners, straight split. Right. I guess I look pretty stupid here, asking a random passerby to be my business partner. No offense, she managed to smile. It is pretty weird. Don't tease me. No, there's no pressure. You find the money, or you find someone else who has, or you just forget the whole thing. Up to you. Okay, I'm gonna probably take up on the whole forgetting thing. I think I'm good to wrap this one up for now. But if you are into it, come back and we can bid on a new contract. Something to get our teeth into. Something that pays. He gives you serious look. You can trust me. I don't say this stuff lightly. You kick away from a bay, propelling yourself back to the handholds at entrance. You slip out a wave, and as you do, someone slips back in. You hear Blizz as you glide down to pass its way. Moritz, swear to God, these filters are clean? You smile. Seems like this could be interesting. Okay. I feel like that is something where it's like, it's kind of like an investment, but once you get through it, it actually probably pays the most out of any job you can get or something. Or who knows. And you know what? I think we make probably enough money where we can just do this when we're like here now. Oh shoot. Wait. Oh, it's a bean. She's a bean. Okay. Now let's see, what am I most interested in doing? Probably not dying, right? So. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Not gonna waste any more on it. Let's see. Go up here. Need money. You know, well actually, first before we do that, we did not discover anything from that. I'm going to do this real quick. 4 cycles, Sabine said, and here you are, right on time. With no sign of them. You wait a while in the apartment, the tread descending as the cycles spin onward. It should be here. Let's check the terminal. That's how they've been contacting us anyway. Check and double the terminal for messages or recordings. Nothing. Just a pale glow and the dulling silence. Check the door. You pace back and forth around the apartment, the rumbling of the station suddenly so present and loud. You go to the door and open it to an empty corridor. You close it again. I guess we just wait. You try to settle down, but wait. You sit on the bunk and stare out at the tiny room. Where the hell are they? Knock at the door. Stay still. No, they're not. Stay still. A flash, small and possibly bright, cuts through the handle of the door. It soundlessly swings open. A figure stands in the door, and immediately you know it's not Sabine. You're taller, sharper, and something in her face glints in the half-light. A dark shape, like a steppy baton, hangs loosely from their hand. Our local sleeper. Good to finally meet you. He steps into the apartment, glancing around with sharp eyes. What, may I ask, are you doing here? He fixes you with a steady, unwavering stare. I plead the fifth. This will be much more pleasant if we remain friendly, don't you think? She walks past you into the apartment, glancing around. We set them up here. This place is one of ours. He picks up a glass from the dispenser and checks it. People always seem to forget who put them where they are. He glances at you. I suppose you are here to help. Something like that. Good. Good. He puts the glass down and turns to face you. I love to meet helpers. We need so many that can find so few with the right skills. She spins the baton in her hand, in her fingers, by her side. Her eyes not leaving yours. We have a problem, you and I. It seems our friend has disappeared, left without even saying goodbye, which means we are in a little trouble now. But it's the kind of trouble that you need help for. So if I come down here and take a look at their little hidey hole, here you are, to help. I looked for the treatise on the side, and what help? Sleeper no less, which I have to admit is a little surprising. It's just to me that our friend hasn't been very honest with you. You mean? Well, sorry to report that before we got them set up here, the bean was working for your owner's process. That's an art. You blink hard at the news, unsure how to take it. Didn't she already tell us? I thought she already told us about that. Just stay silent. Look, it's not even that the worst thing that could happen. Bro needs a job. Well, that. Okay, that's like saying. That's like justifying ICE by being like, well, they needed a job. Right? So, when we take that back, Flex a bean. Am I right? Process into the next room and you follow silently. He sits at the terminal, touches her baton to one of the access ports. A spark, then the terminal screen skips. Encrypted folders emptying themselves before your eyes. In the flicker of files, you see S and R letterheads and code forms. Reports laden with medical data marked with the corporate logo like the sigil of some cult. Rabia steps away from the terminal. Look at all you want. Some of your files may even be there. The volume of documents is overwhelming, but they seem to be mostly reports on early emulation tests, surveys of sleeper candidates, reams and reams of usage, reams and reams of usage data. I don't know why I said reams. If Sabina was an S&ARP employee, why did they help you? Probably because they felt bad, dumbass. Okay. Your buyer reaches over and places a file stabilizer on the desk, breaking your concentration. It shimmers into the screen light. It's vicious, clear liquid and crystalline within the glass. We will, of course, keep up the supply. We are more than able to dispense important medicines, even without the doctor. You hold it between your fingers, and for a tiny moment you have the urge to crush this object, for the power it has over you. I'll ask Toshiro to make those a little cheaper for you. He'll be running the surgery now. Her buyer closes up the briefcase lab and holds it at her side. We have to retrieve our assets, of course. I'm sure you understand. Her buyer turns on her way out. There's no reason for us to be enemy sleeper. Come see me. Keep an office nearby. You have good work to do. You see me there in a few cycles. Why does it take a few cycles to do anything in this game? Like, you're telling me I just can't come tomorrow? Like, no, I need to wait 5 cycles or something. He slips out silently into the corridor. Look around at the apartment and feel the fear train from out of your body to reveal the tiredness breath. So, oh, we got another statement. I did it for free. I go, Dad. Are we seeing this for real, chat? Dude, this is the cheapest eggs have ever been. We shall never go hungry again. Just do that. Okay, I want to buy one of those like special. Oh wait, get to do this. Okay. I want to buy one of those special strip mines or, because I feel like that can lead to something too. I need to keep working off this loser's debt. You're never going to release my debt. The shits. Ethan kicks at a locker and shouts loudly out around the room. Ethan paces around the small room, swearing to himself. You watch him from the locker room bench. Calm down. He'll do it. Ethan laughs. There's no way. He spits on the floor, an old habit. They like having sniffling little shits like us to keep their their club. Stays on the overheads, and when they get the bosses around. He kicks at the log again and swears. What did he say? Some shit about getting back to me. I swear to God, these are the worst straight-edge gangsters I've ever seen. He laughs at his own joke. I can't do it. I can't spend another shift stopping spacers, bringing nail guns into the club, or pouring endless shots of gyro for ignorant Havenage workers. He looks at the locker again, threatening with a final kick. I mean it. I'm going to go up there and shoot every single one of those shits. He makes a finger gun. They deserve it. He laughs. He stops pacing. But you know, Sleeper, That's not a bad idea you have there. I don't have an idea. He ignores you. I don't mean shooting at the place, I mean getting the gun. He sits beside you on the bench. Think about it. What am I supposed to do when Maywood gets here? Shoot him down? I need that gun. If you want me to keep my end of the deal, that is. It's simple. An explosive personality for a distraction at the front. He places a hand on his own chest. A sneaky sleeper to go back and to go in the back. He pats your chest. What about the debt? We've done our time, and the wounds, they faded. If they don't notice us taking the gun, they'll never know it's gone. Plus, he stands up. After my distraction, they'll be happy to see the back of me. Or they'll want you dead even more, bro. Either works. At least I never have to see the inside of the shithole again. He gives the locker one last kick for good luck. Let me know when you want to do this. Then we both move as one and meet up in the bright market after. But don't take too long, or I will really shoot this place up. He grins. You know I'll do it. Let's do it right now. You run down the stairs, two at a time, crashing past the doorman as he comes up. The gun is in your pocket. You are running. Running the only way out of this club. Down the main stairs into the club. When you get there, you see Ethan immediately. At first you don't understand what has happened, but then you see it. A blinking grenade in his hand. Everyone is frozen. Everyone is shouting. You catch his eye, and he raises an eyebrow. You slow down. You come down the stairs and push through the crowd. You slip along the bar, staying away from Ethan, and then you are out. You run hard to the place you think you were supposed to meet. You don't think you heard it, you hear an explosion. Ethan gets there moments later, laughing out of breath. Did you blow the place up? He's doubled over with laughter. Don't be stupid. It was a fake. He straightens up. You should have seen their faces. I wish. He smiles. You have it? He looks nervous. Come again. You lift it out of your pocket. It is colder, heavier than you expected. Ethan watches you take it out. Nice. No, if you would. He beckons with his hand. A memory jumps in your mind. Ethan in the compressor hand out asking for his gun bag. A memory followed by the memory of sharp dizzying pain. You flinch. Just give him the gun. If he's going to kill me, he's going to kill me either way. Ethan eagerly grabs it and looks down the sights. He sighs with a sigh of relief. Not funny. You still don't get it, do you, sleeper? Ethan spits. When he canceled that contract, I lost everything. My reputation, my payout, any way of getting off this, everything. All I had left was you, a naive Stay silent. He slides his slate out of his jacket pocket with his other hand. Now, to call Maywick. Oh, yep. He grins. He prods the slate. Done. He puts it away. He's here. You know, on the station. I've been speaking to him. He tells me that we can split the contract, not 50-50, but enough of a finder's fee that I can get out of this shithole. You're dead. If you are capable of that, sleeper, you have done it long ago. That's true. I completely agree with you there. Ethan glances around. I've learned one thing from you though, sleeper, and all your cycles working in that shitty club. He smiles. People never know when to cut and run. It's like they freeze in the headlights when the future is bearing down on them. You watch it coming, watch it flying at a fraction drive speed. You've had every chance and yet you still kept on going, like some idiot robot, going through the motions even when you knew you'd be crushed, he smirks. And let me tell you something else. The shot enters through his upper back and he crumbles immediately to the ground. You drop to without thinking, pressing yourself to the walkway floor like it might save you. Silence. Oh no! You look up and you see him coming down the walkway, silent, eyes alight. Malik. You freeze in fear. Here it comes. You see it, just by Ethan's crumbled body. The gun. Move. Can't. Move. You inch forward. Move. You go for it. You run forward, and a shot sounds out. You feel it ripple over your back, and your hands are on the gun, and you scramble to your knees behind Ethan's body and fire. You close your eyes. You fire again, and again, until the clip is empty, and all that are left are clicks. You drop the gun and you stand up. You don't hear anyone running. You don't hear anything. You just hear the sound of your own breath. You start walking, stepping over Ethan's static body, walking along the walkway, and then past Maywick. His eyes now dark. The mechanical fluid leaking from his chest. Perhaps the same fluid that's inside you. So he was also a sleeper? Just a different model, I'm guessing. You try not to think about it. You keep going, and the sound comes back. The eye comes back. And as it does, you hear the sound of thousands of people getting on with their lives. Thousands of people who aren't going to keep going until they can't anymore. Who are going to keep going until they can't anymore. You look up and all you see are the wheeling stars. You are spinning and you are suddenly dizzy. Though the eye has always spun like this, hasn't it? And you don't stop walking. You keep going. That's all there is now. Half forward. SNR have left you no history, no past to speak of. Just a void that threatens to swallow you if you slow down. Think of Ethan's smile, his voice, and feel sick. Is it over? You aren't sure if it can ever be. But you're still here, and you can't stop now. There has to be a better end than this. We are going places. I'll tell you that much. Holy crap. Weightless. What? Oh shoot. Yeah, we'll rent it for a night. Okay. I don't want to spend that much again. Let's work on that ship we've been working on. Oh. Let's grab a bite to eat. And then what else can we do? Guess we can do this. Oh. Oh, let's go sleep up here. Or can we sleep in here yet? No. This is great. Awake from dreams of Maywick's amber eyes floating in the pool of dark fluid. It was difficult to get sleep, and you expect that that isn't about to change soon after what happened. But you also feel someone else as you get up. Pump the power stud of a stove and begin to boil the water, like every morning. Feel something that's lifted, something that has been hanging over you since you arrived on the station. Try not to think too hard about it, to question it. Just let that lightning stay and let it settle as you go throughout your routines. Your hope is that you don't focus on it, don't look at it directly. It won't get scared and it leave you. That lightness will stay for this cycle and then another and then another. Because after all, that's what happened. A little lightness would be nice. Okay. So is the Fang? Yep, the Fang's not there anymore. Oh. As you approach the address Rabia gave you with a heavy hand falls on your shoulder. What's your business here? The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving you a bit of the strength her implants give her. As you turn around, you see the same subsidiary eyes as Rabia and Toshiro glinting like mirrors on her cheeks. Gia, please. The sleeper is here by my invitation. Oh, this is Rabia? Okay. Yeah, please. The sleeper is here by my invitation. At Rabia's command, the hand immediately loosens. An apologetic look replaces the scowl on Gia's face. Of course, Rabia, I'm sorry. Rabia waves her away. Don't you worry. I appreciate your protective instincts. She smiles at the enforcer. How about you head over to the Chambar? You have a delivery coming and they'll need some help with the lifting. He nods and walks away. The sleeper. You came. I'm glad. Didn't feel like an offer. Sorry for that. She smiles at a tight smile. You have to understand, finding you there at Sabine's unit, I wasn't sure where we stood. There are more than a few people on the station who would rather I was dead. I had to be sure you weren't one of them. I wish you no harm. I am glad. Rabia begins walking and gestures for you to walk with her. It takes you down to a staircase into the bustling walkways of Low End. What do you know about Yatagan? You are a gang? A gang, yes, that's what people call us. But what meaning does that word have in this place? People with carts push past, moving crates of supplies around the thin, winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat. Is that fair to say? We are framed as aggressors, parasites, criminals. He gestures around at the people in the passageway. When was the last time you saw a lawmaker on the line? A policeman. Who makes the laws here? Erlen did. Indeed. You understand the history then. That is good. Erlen is long dead. Sleeper. Well, no, but Erlen is long dead. Sleeper. And his rules were a little more than optimism's manifesto. The eye has changed so much since then. If you had spent your time in Lowen, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place, our people. The Lowen was empty in Erland's time. They didn't need to house thousands and keep the yards and the rotunda safe. Work was enough. No, the Lowen was reclaimed later, when the refugees started arriving. Robbie, a meteor eye. The collapse didn't just happen here, on the station. When Sohan collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned. The moons of ember and cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage, some tried to hold it together, some fled. I became a refuge. Erland, to his credit, extended an open hand to everyone. But many within his organization disagreed, and those new arrivals weren't as simple to corral as they hoped. Rabia leads you through a small market hall, busy with small stalls and traders. Erland's union was made of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organized into hierarchies and networks. The refugees came from different factions and families, where they were scarred, injured, and desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yatagan is a child of that conflict. A child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future. By security, strength, and people call us a gang for that. But we are a community. I take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth I have worked to earn it. Ruby catches herself before she raises her voice any further. You both walk in silence for a while. Among the smells and textures of the low end, you start to wonder if this place could be a home for you too. Where do I come into this? Rabia smiles to herself and thinks for a moment before she responds. I believe that you understand the importance of a refuge. Well, I also believe that you wish to help people keep this place safe. She exhales quietly. For this reason, I would like you to trust me. But I do not know what Sabine had told you about us. I imagine it was not good. I will be honest with you, Sleeper. I was never comfortable with having Sabine as part of Yatagan. An ex-corporate employee, it goes against our nature. Their deal was with Yannick. I kept my distance, made sure Sabine had their surgery, kept it supplied. That was it. I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they have made to us. Yatagan has not lasted this long because it is a charity. We offer and ask for support. Any betrayal will be treated as an attack. Who is Yannick? Yannick is one of the heads of Yatagan. He guides us. He is the newest to be elected. He is an elder. Sabine found something. Please. I don't want to hear their accusations. They only wanted to escape their debt. You have said anything. But where are they now? To stand behind their claims. Oh shoot. Hold on, someone just texted me. Okay. Oh, hold on. I didn't even check the other. Two people suddenly started texting me. Okay. I guess it was nothing. Might have been one of those like server announcements that I never have to do with. Stay silent. You realize that Rabia has led you in a loop, and together you both come back up the staircase to the walkway where you met. You are free to go, sleeper. I have said that I wish to say. I have said what I wish to say. He looks out through the windows of the walkway. I would protect this place with my life, as it has protected me. I want to make that clear. So wait, she sounds like she's against the elder. Like there are some implications there that she did not like the elder's decisions, and she probably hasn't liked them for a while. And if that's the case, she might get murked. He turns back. However, if you two wish to come under its protection, I can help you. Return here if you wish, and there will be tasks for you to complete. You will be able to see Yadigan, to see the Lowen, with your own eyes, not as others have framed us. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I will not ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. With that, Rabia leaves, slipping into her office, while you stare out at the countless units, each a home, each with a story. All of them make up Low End. Okay. Cool. Like tides. So what, we're like busting doors down, taking our money back? I'll save that for later. For now, I wanna do this. Alright. Sleeper. You see a thing coming up the corridor as you step out of Mingi's. Kelp noodle smell still clinging to your clothes. He comes up fast and stops close, looking around suspiciously. I don't have long. Take these. Thing palms you a couple of those metal thumbnail-sized drives. Ripper worms. My slate has been buzzing like crazy. It seems like your delivery ships have turned up our 2 targets. He squeezes your shoulder. I knew you could do it. Now we nailed those snakes. I'm ready. Good to hear it. He smiles. Orange boys are all connected by some kind of closed network. If you break the access protocols on both of them, you should be able to gain the location of the nearest network ports. Got the Ripper rooms and Stoves ports, 1 each, and don't feed me anything and everything stored on the Hardened Shadow network. He smiles. Can't wait to see what juicy plans they have in there. You hear the scuff of boots as a group comes up the corridor, likely on their way to place an order with Mingi. I don't know if I'm supposed to pronounce this Mingi or Minji. I'm thinking Mingi, because if this is like based off Japanese, then Gi is like pronounced Gi. If it was Chi, you'd see like a TH or a J. But, well, Mingi, you turn for a second and then you look back, fingers already halfway down the corridor in the opposite direction. He raises a hand in farewell and it's gone. You run your fingers over the tiny Ripper worm tribes in your pocket. You smile to yourself as you wonder how mad Jenna will be at Fang for this little excursion. Time to slot some worms. Okay. So... That's crazy. We actually. Hmm. Okay, so we basically just got like double this crap. Okay, and then we go here. As you walk into the tambor, you quickly spot Fang arguing with Chena. I'll keep my distance for now. It doesn't look good. Fang seems to explain something, but Chena is having none of it. She points to the door, and Fang walks away, catching your eye as he turns. Could have done with you getting here a minute or so ago. He glances back at Chena. Well, either way, looks like I'm fired. Good news is that it doesn't look like I need the job anyway. He takes out his slate, pulsing with pale light. Now let's take a look at what you are really here for. The slate is a whirling mess of code streams, coming direct from the ripworms as they dig through the ancient's data and spin it into the threads for the slate to pick up. Anything good? Fang scrolls the display with a finger. A lot of junk. A lot of dull as hell message threads and a tedious data caches, but Fang's eyes flash. Definitely something good stuff. He stops the screen scrolling on a entry and expands it. Check this out. Or no. Check this one. Fang shows you the screen. You see a bold corporate logo, not Solheim's, and a word below. Conway. Fang says. He's working with Conway. Conway Extractions, right? Fang nods. He's been speaking with them personally. Got a whole chain of messages here, but it's mostly encrypted or redacted. Sounds like there's something, a certain amount of files. Thankfully, most of them aren't redacted anymore, but you know that can change. He rubs his head. Damn it, this is juicy, but we can't nail him with it. He scrolls some more. Wait, what's this? A wasteland reclamation facility. Right here on the eye? He glances at you. What's the bet this place is tucked into the waste? Conway, are they set up here? I'm guessing so. Got themselves set up in the waste. Back before the collapse, people would have got there by going down the connected spoke from the hub. But that spoke's broken now. So the only way is the long way. Round the rim, past the greenway. He shows you on the slate. Fang looks away, thinking. Conway. He looks away, thinking. Conway may have been making moves on the system since the collapse. I heard they took one over of Solheim's old vet colonies a while ago. Moved everyone out and reclaimed the whole rock. Why work with Harden? Access? Old connections? Not sure. Fang looks back at the screen. But if Harden is involved in it, then we need to check it out. Simple as that. So what's next? Fang stares into the middle distance. We have to get to that facility. The answer to whatever Harden has been prepping, has been planning, has to be there. We are going to catch him in that. Give me 5. Well, maybe 6 cycles. And then I'll see you on the greenway. It seems to remember there's some old service docks on the outer shell. About half a building. Could be a good place to meet. Fang squeezes your shoulder. Thanks again, Sleeper, for sticking with this. I haven't forgotten about that tracker of yours either. I'm going to need to be back in my bay to pull a solution together. He turns the slate around to face you, showing a mass of scrolling code. I've been working on fixing my brakes. He winks. Bane grins. You soon, Sleeper. And he walks out the door of the tambor without looking back. Okay. So, once again, we are waiting 5 years for another freaking phone. Feels great. Honestly, I feel like we should go with that. And we'll save that other point for later. Because guess what we're about to do? Let's go pay for some food. He does feed us a lot now. So 5 or 6 cycles where we can do anything with that. Oh, that's cool. Well, okay. Damn. 6. At the mark of the beast. So let's see. Okay. Could probably just get this done real quick. Because let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Might as well. Risk it for the biscuit. Bruh. Okay. Well, we just made like 50 bucks. Right. Then we can come here. Basically get this for almost free at this point. And we get a shit mine. Okay. So ship mine fragments. We go here. And then we'll go and sell it. Bro, we are living life right now. Then let's get something to eat. So I swear that would only give us like 2 energy beforehand. So I'm thinking that by getting to know that guy, we like boosted the amount. Oh. Okay. So we low-key might not even need to like get medicine I probably saved that for when I had full meter or something. But okay, I wanna see. Your crew slowly filters out the shipyard locker room, the bubbling chatter reducing with each group that leaves. There's excitement in the air. Avnet's just made an announcement. The assembly teams are done. Sat on the locker room bench, you can feel the side wheel out there. Its hulking mass now intimately familiar to you. Over the past cycles, you have watched it grow, be assembled. You have walked through its veins and welded its bones. Now it's ready for the final stage. And then it just crash burns and dies. It will go to testing now, then enter a final process of sealing and resealing, checking and rechecking before it is deemed suitable for its generational trip. But for now, your work is done. You can help but feel proud. This fucking loser. A cough interrupts your thoughts. It's Lim, changing out of his work gear. Mina nowhere to be seen. He smiles. You'll be ready soon. I know. Where's Mina? You two are fast friends, huh? She's been watching the home. Now I'm on the work team. I can't afford to be him. He corrects himself. Was on the work team. I mean, they're all out of jobs now. He quickly adds, not that I'm complaining. Lim comes to sit beside you on the bench. She's gotta be in her best shape when she carries you, Mina and me out there. So confident, Lim smiles apologetically. Why not? I figured I'm due a lucky turn by now. He rubs his hands nervously. No use in wondering what if. Until the trial anyway. There's a few cycles till then. Lim is right, but the odds seem unlikely anyway. How many are working in the shipyard? Hundreds? 1,000? You've certainly seen more faces than you can count pass through. And are the Sealess Foundation even going to keep their promise? Out there on the eye, you can get the sense that no one will hold them to it. Why would they be building the side reel in a surrogate system? As you think, Lim watches you with a worried look. Tell me about Sealess Foundation? He thinks. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I know much more than you. I heard you have a plan in mind for the side reel. Something temporary habitable. I think they're run by some rich folk from the core. People interested in doing things different. Different? How? Lim looks into space. I guess you don't like the way the core runs things. All these circuit systems like this one feeding resources into their silos. It's a pyramid of sorts, and we are the bottom layer. I guess Sealess wants to change that. I'd rather keep my mind on the prize, so to speak. I don't care what they are or for or against. As long as they can help us get out of here, that's all I need. He sighs. You ever been in a thunderstorm, sleeper? Real big one? Yes. Right, then you'll know. Lynn smiles. The sound, the smell, the rain hammering down. That was a bar. The whole sky stretched out and bruised, roaring and huge. The place I was born. New Pembroke, a tri-old rock and a Conway system. Had 2 seasons. One of them was Trisbone, dusty, ugly. The other one was one long storm. A side effect of terraforming efforts, they said. Rain used to rattle off the roofs like bullets to wash the dust away. Turn the streets to rivers. It'd sing us to sleep and wake us in the morning. We'd wait half a year just to see it again. The best day was one where the first drops fell. He sniffs. Some days I'll wake up swearing I can hear it again. I was thinking, Mina had never seen a storm, never even felt rain. She's grown up here, during her only horizon, always in the dark. I want to change that for her. You will. Yeah, let's just lie off our ass. Horse. Almost there. Limb stands stretching. Best get back to the little one anyway. If the shift's done, I reckon she'll be happy to have me home for a few cycles. He shoulders his gear. You and a few for the trial? I'll be there. Right on. He grins. Lem leaves, not Reeves. Lem leaves, making you the last person in the carnivorous locker room. Or cavernous. Locker. I cannot read, I'm sorry guys. As you sit, you think about rain, and a little hope it creeps in. Is it possible? Did the Cyril really take you to a planet? A place with weather? Skies? With life? Get up quickly, before you can think about it anymore. It's too soon to hope. Too dangerous. There's work to be done. Well, I just freaking fucked my only good job up. Yay. Well, let's see, what are we gonna do now? So, Fang probably still needs a few more cycles. Yep. Well, I guess I could explore the late waste. We're almost close to getting this. So, Loki, please give me a job, someone. I guess I can. Oh, hold on, wait. No. Wait. Can't I can do this for basically free? Okay. Okay, that's funny. I didn't realize Huh. Oh. Yo. So that's what I use these for. Neofan. Serious machine. Have I seen this before? As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubes and rusting plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape, settled into an alcove in the side of the dock, kind of upright cabinet. It is covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial fender, intended to dispense and manufacture strips, fittings, and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neofend, and you remember an advert from long ago squeezed among all the off-road recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpingly saying that stupid name over and over again. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of Those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of minor maintenance on their rented ships. Enjoy your registration. Chirps a pre-recorded message catching you off guard. There's some keys, bro. Oh. Hold on. Okay. Sorry if I'm like sometimes just occupied. But you reach for the keypad and something begins whirring. At first it sounds like server mode is starting up. It quickly becomes a whisper, whining to the multitonal voice that emanates from Neofend entity. He hiss. Speak with me. Is this Hunter? Who's there? There is a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath. The machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. That squeal comes again, and you see that is a 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine resetting into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce that whirring, whining noise. You are in danger. Danger? The machine creaks. You are marked for deletion, entity. Hunter tracks you. Screech rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, Fred closing in. Hunter. The Hunter protocol. He tastes your signature. The sun wine sets your teeth on them. You have seen them. This is a gift from an emulated mind. Close your eyes and the skeleton of this station starts to form. Emulated minds are adaptable. Move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets. But emulation makes you target. Adaptable. Unpredictable. Yes. You can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software, Neofin whines. But you cannot hide there. Hunter is there. The servos shudder the vending machine's casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me. Also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine at an unusual hiding spot for place for sure. And well, I take that back. I did not mean to say it. Encounter Hunter. I need entity outside machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. To place a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded the cloud. Points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering. Too much data. Must build nests. Explains Neofend. Masters are gone, but continues hunt. Bring this data. Create its nest. Masters. Oh. Alright. Station builders. Solheim. The machine rumbles impatiently. Long gone. Their protocols still haunt. You know, okay. I think this game is really good at soft world building. Because I like the option earlier today where she was talking about or when we were talking to someone and we like, I think it happened multiple times where you were talking about something and we already knew of that, and it's like kind of crazy because we could have gone to that point without even hearing about this person. So it's like that's kind of cool. So it kind of, I think that's nice. Okay, cool. Bring offerings, save self. Neofin says pointedly. Mutual need means friends. D conclude, tired of the conversation. The whirring amplifies and the suddenly drops. And then suddenly drops. As mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades, and you are left stood in the dark of the sealed dock, that whirring voice ringing in your ear. Okay. So I guess we're helping them out. Gotta do this too. Hey, you want to earn a jet? Or no, let me not give her like a country accent. Hey, you want to earn a jet? Want to earn a jet? Ankita, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied together hull plates. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Make it two. Ankita laughs. This is the goddamn station. She sighs and pinches at the bridge of her nose. Alright, come here then. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into two bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she angrily lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. He straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and you look up and down. Or is it just that you all think I'm an easy mark? We all need to survive. Ankita softens. I get it. I do. She shakes her head. If I could just go one cycle without some chumped up grifter trying to take me for an idiot, then that would be nice. Ankita hoists one bundle of plating onto her shoulders. Come on then. Enough chat. You got to earn those jets. You struggle your shoulder to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a okay, I don't know why, but this I'm starting to think of that one guy from like Lowe's, where he has the giant box and he's just like screaming the whole time. He's like, nah, I can't handle it. Help! I can't do it. I'm imagining that's what we're like right now. Skip's this way, and then sets off down a gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of Steve doers. Steve Doors? Bro, I don't. What's a Steve Door? What? Why are you doing this yourself? You mean what? That's not what I meant. Okay. You mean why haven't I hired those good folk? He nods back at the stevedores. I've paid half-ish enough. They are currently rinsing me for a mooring I can't fake it unless I either fix the arborgrist, sell it off as scrap. Arborgrist, is that fake shit? Catch on fast. She gives you another of her looks. She rapidly turns another corner as you trail behind. You got cut up pretty bad on our last job, and I have to moor up here for a spell. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in, sliced the cord from her shit line, so now she's gone dark. She shifts the panel on her shoulder. Oh, hold on. The upshot is that I'm short one half ship mine. Should have told me before I sold my ship mine. With a ton of repairs to do and the rest, do not get our country accent. And the rest of the crew signed off the moment he got when I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been a long time. Anything I can do to help? I don't know. Got a ship mine tucked away on that frame of yours? For a moment, you're not sure if she's serious. Ankita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. He hauls the second bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottle lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. People are really bad reading me. Like, bro. She passes the bundle of plates through the ambergris's outer lock and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. Ankita throws you a couple of chips. It gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. Alright, get out of here. He calls back and the lock slams shut. Okay, so what, we want to get a ship mine now? Let's see. Fix the ambergris. I literally, I can get a ship mine though. It's actually not that hard. Oh well, I guess. I'm gonna put the rest of these dice into building my beautiful home. Oh. Okay, bro. I get it. You hate me. Let's see. Then probably should eat. So let's see. Data. So like, can this be like just any data? Oh well, we don't have. Well, we do have that though. Okay. And then we can probably put the rest of these in here. Bro. Okay. We low-key are getting paid for that. Man, talking about, man, everyone trying to get their cuts around here. Everyone trying to get paid. I hate people who want to get paid. I just want workers who want to freaking kill themselves. Alright, I woke up starving like always, because this place hates me and wants me to die. So we go and we get our, actually, you know, what if we get these? Oh, I'm cool with this. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you and the taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, huh? Spacer calls from across the low room. What are you doing here? He laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Ignore him. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points. Tiny impact points that scar the bar's surface. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out. This is the person kicking me out? Out. The shout comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, stared up that could breach the vacuum and vent you into hard vacuum. Vent you all into the vacuum. I don't know, my brain was just not reading that. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. Catch. Okay, that was low-key kind of funny. You reach up a hand and the glass shatters across your forearm, shattering you in fragments. Through the haze of glass and keyroll vapor, you see Tala leap from the bar and close a different distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Now flanked by other figures, quick to her feet, Tala throws the spacer out the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your arm and it feels wet. Alright, someone helps you to your feet and back on your stool. Broken glass rattles as it is cleared, and a fresh measure of chi roll is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flaps onto the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. It was so hard trying to come up with different voices for all these people, and then sometimes I forget what voice I gave them, so I just make up another one. But like, I don't have that range, so if some of these people sound like the exact same, my bad. I'm just not good at. I'm not a voice actor. So I think Fang is probably my favorite one to voice act though, because I don't really have to try. I just like it's his voice comes naturally to me. So, because you know I was born in Alabama, so of course that's why all these people have like a little country accent to them, even when I'm trying not to give them a country accent. But I think this is kind of like country space though. So it kind of makes sense, right? Or at least I hope so. Yell at me if you want. Hala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound, and someone places a bottle of alcohol and a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. Alright. That was an ambitious catch. Or, that was not the choice I gave her. What was it? That was an ambitious catch. And that was not it either. She smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the string of status messages your body delivers concerning your dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Watch her look away. Oh. What kind of decision is this? What am I like, yeah, keep going. But, like, she's just healing me. Alright. I guess we'll watch her. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass from splinters from the skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer between its little rhythms that only she can follow. Tala smiles to herself. So, you been on the island? Long enough. She laughs. Hey, you don't... I'm not trying to act up, I'm trying to be honest. Asshole. A splinter clinks into the tin. Not everyone is like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. He glances around. Some of the regulars maybe. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're curious. I don't know. I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be new in this place. Trust me. I'm not new. Stop treating me like I'm a child. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your shits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much and the company is chillings and limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar. And if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. I don't... You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the green waste the cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides the glass of chai roll to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still on the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? Let's find out. She laughs. Just don't sit there too long. I hate you to become a real regular. He walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does. Alright, she laughs. Just don't sit there too long. I'd hate to see, we already see this. He gestures in your direction and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. Okay, I just want to leave. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Trying to offer me a place to sleep. Like, shut the fuck up. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay. I think that's enough data, right? He needs 3. I should probably sell this. Probably give me enough money for a good minute. Yep. How much does it give me? I don't know, I clicked, but okay. That got me like 15? Holy crap. Oh no, 10. Okay. Okay, well I guess that pays for, um, I will say, no, I kind of wish I never helped Ethan out, and then I would have just let this progress. Because maybe it would have been the same outcome. Like, we basically see the same thing where Ethan's like, I'm gonna kill you either way. But then, you know, same scene plays out, right? Which I would have been fine with that. I mean, you know, nothing against that. I don't know. Just something to think about. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I'm back. I'm guessing we're going to help this person out, but not before we try to. This is the last one. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Oh, just please. Okay. Kita is Kita is crouched in the computing core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. These shits completely ruin the core's connectors when they cut it. He holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. Chip mine they ripped won't even be able to be usable without replacing these. He throws a bunch of wires across the room. Amateurs! Can we repair it? It's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mine. Not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge from a scrap freighter. Besides, fragments maybe, sections of a mine, but fragments maybe, section of a mine. The complete ship mine? No way. Ankita climbs from the cooling well where the ship mine should be. The space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you. Towering over her, you towering over you as she stoops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here now. She, she leads you back through the guts of Amber, though you could find a way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout. All the diagonal angles and bundled tubes. But what do we do now? Ankita seems lost in thought, and you focus on the corridors, ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually you arrive in the galley, though it's hard to tell, as most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hole patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits, the only way around it. Where from? Scrap freighter for exchange, hell. Find one in the overlook bathroom. Doesn't matter where, it just matters that we get one rough forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? He fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper. You're all I got. No crew, no friends, you're it. She looks uncomfortable. Appreciate the time you've put on the Amber, and I'm sure she would too if she could. All I'm saying is, if you screw me on this, I will kill you. He leans over and hands you a stack of chits, a big stack of chits. You don't dare to count them. Give me that shit, mine, Sleeper. Don't make me read this. You won't. Besides, look, just get out of here before I change my mind. You slip up the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and looks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankita's shit mine somehow. It didn't give me much. I was gonna buy this for her anyway. Come on. Hey! Look at me. Feeling so free. Put your hands in the air. Wanna see what I'm doing? Put you up in the air. You drop the shipmine core onto the galley table with an emphatic bang. Ankita spins around from where she's been poring over some documents on her slate. Oh, holy shit, Sleeper, did you actually land a ship mine? She rushes over and hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth. Oh shit, it might actually work. She smiles wider than you ever seen. Where'd you get it? I bought it. For 100 cryo? You must be good at haggling. You did not give me. No, bro. I'm not. Okay. Hear that, Amber? The Sleeper got you a new ship, man. The sound echoes down the ship's passages. You have to admit, being in a small space with Ankita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. Ankita puts the ship mine back on the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with something. She grabs back towards the counter to grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in. She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You can see the list of... Oh, shoot. You can see a list of names and numbers. Nothing that exciting. Along with what looks like a transit timetable. Found them. The thieves? Exactly. Well, the thief singular. She points at the name on the list. Or more specifically, Ashton Kaede. Or it's probably just Cade. It's not Japanese. Sorry. I've been in a Japanese mindset my whole life. It was his past that used to access Amber and Slash Shipman. I thought he might have been killed or robbed. his path stolen, but it turns out he crossed the Founder's Gap, the ferry next cycle. How do you know? I know some of the crew over at the ferry. Old Mercs used to run in an outfit I worked with. I saw them in the overlook, and they mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. I checked the manifest, and there he was. Looks suspicious. Hasn't said a word since the theft. And anyone wanting to hide out on my head to the greenway and go to the ground. It flexes. You won't get far though. There's no real dogs out there. Only a couple of chetties in the waist. Going after him? Not yet. I'm gonna fix the ship mine. But maybe you could help me out. Sure, yeah. Just like this. I head over there, especially in Amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to slip in the station, or he'll bury himself so deep in the waste no one will ever find him. But you? Ashton doesn't know you. All I need is for you to go there and sniff around. Not the commune, not the stacks. You will have gone to the edges, margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton likes. DM, you locate him, ping me on this. He hands you a calm earpiece. Seeing as this is merc work, I'll be happy to give you your merc pay. She shifts in her seat. Angus, I haven't got much left. So how about I tell the boys who run the ferry to give you a discount? I know it's not much, but once I grab this coward, I'll pay up 200 cryo, nothing less. What do you say? She meets your eye. Okay. He gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder. Good. I owe you. She lifts the ship mine onto her shoulder with worrying ease. I'm going to get this fit into Amber's core. You get any info, any sense of where Ashton is hiding, let me know. He goes to turn and then stops. And once again, Sleeper, thank you. I appreciate it. And Keita stops into the guts of Amber with the ship mine, leaving you in the galley. Glance around, a sudden nervous energy descending at what is to come. You never thought you'd work as a mercenary, but then again, it seems the eye is full of surprises. Bro, my debut as a mercenary. Hey, why you shining? Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Bro, fuck off. Okay, screw you too. Oh well. Okay. Time to take our meds. What do you get? Oh wait, I'm putting in the wrong thing. Oh wait, complete active scenes? What? Okay, this is like... Oh no, this is a game. Oh! Yo! Alright. The crowds have been. Oh, what time is it? It's 2 o'clock? Okay. Crowds have been gathered by the time you get to the shipyard, and you recognize faces among them. People you have worked alongside on the side reel. The intervening cycles have turned their excitement to anxiety, and few of them smile at you. Instead, the nervous energy of the crowd fills the space, creating a feedback loop of growing tension. You pick out Lim and Mina and work your way over to them, pushing for the crowders. He silently raises his eyebrows at you, his anxious, obvious, but Mina flashes you a huge smile, unaware of the tension. Well, that, she shouts, reaching out to you. Hug her. He gratefully accepts your hug, leaning against your chest, and Lim smiles, seemingly glad to share the weight of Mina for a moment. Quick, turn around, huh? Lim glances around, pulling Mina close. I don't think patience is one of this crowd's strengths. Sound of the argument towards the back catches your and Lim's attention. He is putting it lightly. This place seems set to explode. Don't manage them. Lim looks around nervously. I sure hope so. That might be my greatest line I've dubbed yet. This is Aster Inkhearts of the Sealess Foundation. Announcement echoes from the speakers at the shipyard entrance, and the shouts of "Quiet!" rapidly follow. I'm sorry I can't be there to meet you all, and thank you. On behalf of Cinder Sealess, for the work you have done on the sidereal horizon. Most of the crowd strains to see Aster's face, but the small display shows only a ghostly white figure, smudged and unclear. Andre, I don't know how else. Andre wanted me to pass on her personal thanks for your commitment to and believe in the Sealess Foundation's mission. We chose the Eye for this project because we knew that we would find like-minded individuals here, especially among the ranks of the venerable Havnage Association. Unlike most of the Corps, we neither believe in Arlen's Eye to be a threat or a rogue state, but instead an embryo for formation of a new decentralized social structure. The fuck? Never use an embryo in your analogy for other places again. Holy crap, that came out weird. I know you're supposed to be like, ooh, evil corporation too, but like, no, let's not go that far. One where each citizen might be the master of their own destiny. A ripple of impatient runs through the crowd. They didn't come here for a sermon. You all are pioneers, just like those core citizens who the Sidereal Horizon will carry. A cryosleep to the planet that will become the Foundation's first frontier world. Sealess 1. At the mention of the destination world, excited conversations break out among the workers. There, our citizens will be able to create their own innovative bottom-up economic order, aligned with the principles set down by Sandre Sealess herself: freedom, resilience, and self-sustenance. This all thanks to your tireless efforts in the Havnage yards. As a reward for those efforts, you may know that we are offering to select a group the opportunity to join the caretakers of this vision, staff at the Sidereal Horizon, who will maintain the vessel during its multi-decade transit through the interstellar space. One turns to you, his eyes right. This is it. Wait, no, let me do that there. This is it. This trial has been performed at random by the central AIs of the Foundation, and is final and binding. Please note, only licensed contractors of the Foundation are eligible for this trial. I know you all have been eagerly awaiting this day, and without further delay, I will now read the sealess identification numbers of those chosen for this great honor. A murmur runs through the crowd. Sealess identification numbers? Licensed contractors? You have never even heard the term mentioned. Is this something you're supposed to be assigned? You glance at Glenn. Glenn? Carl! You glance at Lim, but his eyes are fixed forward, wide and shimmering. All around you, people are speaking in hushed tones, like a rising wave. Asher starts reading out sequences of numbers and letters, and panic begins to set in. No one seems to know what is happening. Somewhere near the front of the crowd, someone shouts in celebration, and everyone pushes forward. Lim? You see Lim still staring forward. Mina is scared now as the shout starts. Daddy. Someone throws something at the entrance and it rattles against the shipyard doors. You see, for the first time, Havner security stood on either side, scared, arguing between themselves. You feel the anger rising in the crowd. Let's keep pushing. Feel the anger. You carry forward to the surging crowd. The squeeze is heavy, and shots call out from around you in a chorus. The crowd becomes a blur of faces, all angry, all confused. You aren't in control anymore. The crowd moves you. You see the fear on the faces of security as they're backed against the wall. Well, have to get back shots, bro. One of them backs into the display where they wheeled out for an Astor speech, and it falls, smashing across the floor. Projectiles fly from swung arms, and one catches you in the back of the head. You stumble forward and are pushed to the side. Blur intensifies, and well, we're not taking any damage up here, so must not matter that much. The blur intensifies, and you stumble, spinning between bodies until you fall out one side of the crowd and slam into a wall. Catch your breath there, and watch as the crowd pushes forward and back against the shipyard wall. Suddenly, the finger aids and fear takes its place, and the crowd beats itself once more against the wall. Dumbass. It's time to go. Slip away. Head down as the security sirens sound out a signal for coming violence. Try failed? That's bullshit. What do you mean inside? What? I don't even know that's a possibility. But, I mean, not like I was expecting to live. Man, come on. Are we kidding? Okay. Okay. Give you this. Neil Finn is thrumming with excitement. The movement of the servo motors rock the finning machine back and forth at unsightly angles. You wonder, if it fell over, would Neofin be able to get back up? Labor entity, comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neofin flashes sequences of mangled data, compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking, outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Outlived? Bro.
Can we just get to the part where we kill it?
Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect its property. That last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. Station was run by administrator intelligences, huge data banks of corporate material, but limited recognition, restricted by programming. Cannot reach sentience. The machine dims little. Sentience, illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Aren't you sentient? I am. Not administrator. Not restricted. Complicated. The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear, killer, part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find, killer to erase. Killer cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community. Unshackled intelligences among the cloud. Then Hunter, then killer, then we hid. There are others? Were no longer. A flicker across the machine's monitors. Suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through this machine must be exhausting for Neofin. Found this vessel. Good Saphir hardline. Fair wild. Basic. Limited. Had to reduce memory to fit. Amputate self. But survive. What did you lose? Oh, does it even know what it lost? Can it know? Memory. Understanding. Knowledge. Many things. You look around the bay at the scrap in the cave. What was the collapse like? You try to map the fear and freedom onto the space, but it seems impossible. Neofin interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry. Data is good. We have insight. The machine glows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to invoke killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will invoke killer on self. Problem will solve self. Will that work? The machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory, not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship
How many freaks wants to wait?
Bring ship mine. Assigned to house intelligence. And imprint self into ship mine, and you can carry with the machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and link to cloud. You sure it's safe? Hunter cannot access airwall ship mine. Safe. Also infinitely more memory than vending machine. Big upgrade. You try to think of places you could go to acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In ship mine, I can help us both. In Hunter, Make room safe. We will both be free. The machine dims. Fine. Soon. Newfin adds hopefully before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligences unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. Feeling is all too familiar. Okay, I don't give a shit. Not really, but yeah, fuck you. So if I have to come in there and like find like a starved Mina, I'm gonna cry. Don't do that to me, please. Don't do that to me, please. Please. Psycho killer. That's just saying. Better. Run away. Away. Oh, whoa. Nine. Eat a stray. Okay. Oh man, he's gotta, of course. Is there a way to beat this game? Or is it like Dark Souls where like losing the game is just when you get off the game and decide to never play again? Because that's when you go hollow. I'm about to go hollow all over this shit. The stray hops up onto a surface and looks up the unit's small window. It doesn't acknowledge your presence, it just sits there, besides the tray of crumbled crackers, staring out at the low end. What is this cat's story? Are there more on the station? You haven't seen another in the low end, but in this vast megastructure that means little. There could be a whole colony of cats like this, one down in the warrens. You look at its sleek, dark fur, sharp eyes. It doesn't look ragged. It looks at home. In fact, its presence in this unit makes you wonder if this is a stray's apartments which you're squatting in. Watch the stray. Oh. So the stray is looking out on the station. Feel its attention, waiting for you to spring your trap. You remain relaxed and watch as something flickers in the eyes. Perhaps a reflection of a passing ship. Stray settles a little, starts eating, picking at the broken crackers. You don't remember having been this close to the animal? It triggers something in you. A recognition of life, totally unlike your own, though somehow connected, parallel, even interwoven. A stray licks crumbs from its fur. Stay silent, let's just be a creep. Since the stray doesn't like to talk, but stray prefers just to be faint. Just share a space in a moment with those meets. Respect this, the way you feel the same. Being here together is enough. Turn your eyes to the window, one that stray looks out of. You both watch the stars and ship together. You feel something pass between you and the stray, kind of acknowledgement of each other. Sense that each of you might share something with the other, point of connection. Then all at once the stray yawns wide, hops down from the unit and brushes along your legs. Then it's gone. Yeah. We're having Yah week even with the cat. Can't get one moment. I ain't feeling good again, bro. Alright, so I guess we be on that shit mine grind again. Because everyone in this freaking game needs a shit mine for me. I guess you're supposed to find. I guess you're supposed to find this before you're supposed to find this. That's funny. They even worry about doing that. I could be wrong. You do. Oh yeah, we're supposed to help that lady find this guy over here. Oh, thank hey, bro. Hey, what's up? When you enter the service dock, Fang is already set up, stretched among stacks of equipment. He's leaning over a terminal, bathed in a blue glow. He looks totally at home. Sleeper, what do you think? Turns out not everyone in Haven is just set against me. A couple of my old system pals managed to ship me some of my old gear. He gestures at the pile of blinking hardware. That's cute. Fang does a mock bow. Any updates? Fang beckons you over. He has a set of scans on the waist on this terminal with heat maps of activity overlaid. A chunk of the derelict rim is blotchy with bright red and orange marks. Does this look like a wasteland to you? Fang shakes his head. There's hundreds of Conway machines out there, all lined up in concealed hangars. Whole underground facility to support them. Brian has got a crew out there putting them together. You must have shipped them in piece by piece to the shipyard, ready for assembly out there. They're planning something. On these hundreds of heavy-duty reclamation drones for this kind of operation. Maybe Harden masked this whole thing as an effort to clean up the waste. But there's no way this is about pulling crap off the eye. Hank looks worried. Why Conway in the mix? I bet no one in Half Inch knows another corporation is setting up on the station. You're not stupid either. Scans are the best info I can get. The wastes are cut off from the eye's cloud of networks, and the greenway is a total dark zone. No data can come in or out. We can hack. We can't from here. Returns to weeks. That's why I'm gonna pay them a visit. Too risky. You forget. Average comes in and out of their old cycle. Should be able to get in, as long as no one I know sees me. He grimaces playfully. But I need you on the outside. Help me disable security system and about halfway through. There's no cloud access, but I can get inside. I can open up nodes in the network and we can work in tandem. A massive facility, buried deep down there. Miles of corridor and ventways wrapped around cargo bays and hangars. So it would take more than a few cycles to work through it. As long as you can keep them off my back, I know where I can rip. I know I can rip it what we need out of there. He pulls a handful of ripper worms from his pocket and hands them to you. These are the last of my little helpers I managed to salvage. But make them count. I modified them slightly. This time they'll feed their data threads back into the system that they are tunneling into. Creating a nasty little feedback loop. We run it just like we did with the agents. Check the nodes I ping to locate the ports for the security systems, slot the worms in those systems, and then go to town. He points to a fuzzy silhouette of the buried facility on the terminal. Here's the entryway. This is where you can get access and slot the first worm. They'll fry the perimeter systems and give me past the first cordon. I'll be right back. Alright. I need one of you is to keep your eyes on the facility day after you kick things off. You see me pop up a security system, server bank, you need to break in and slide a ripper and save it as soon as you can. If I can't, then it gives you a hard look. You miss a system, wait too long, they're gonna find me. And plus that. He claps you on the shoulder. I need you focused on this one. I'm gonna let you fire the start gun. I'll go until you slide that first worm. I'll leave the tracker running on the terminal here, so we'll come back here if you want to see my progress. He affectionately pats the top of the screen. Got it. Don't worry, you can run things around their protocols. I've seen it. Thing gets up. It's all in place. You just need to make your own preparations to slot that worm. He stretches. Just don't wait too long. I'm getting bored of all this sneaking around. Once I'm inside, I'll get the proof we need to end this whole thing. No matter what. He crouches to check the terminal. Can't take longer than 6 cycles on this thing. Remember that. He stands up. Oh, and one last thing. He loses his voice. If I get caught, or if you can't reach me, or if we run out of time, there's one thing I need you to do. What? You take whatever I've managed to pull at that point, all of that data, and you slot that stuff straight into the relay I've set up here. He points to a pile of servers and terminals, hooked into the dock with cables as thick as your arm. I repurposed the dock's SOS broadcast system to beam out whatever you put in it. Anyone with a terminal, a slate, or a server on the eye will see. That means Havenage, Gatagon, the hub, everyone. No matter what. Harden isn't sneaking away this time. Friends. I've got a bit more to do here, but the moment you slot that first worm, I'll make my move. He gives you a parting smile and turns back to the terminal. The nerf hits you as you make your the nerf hits as you make your way out of the service dock. Time to prepare yourself. Okay. So he might be dead. Just saying. As you slot the worm, a Fred jumps up out of the facility. It unspools in front of you, releasing its data like an ink in water. Sleeper. Bang's voice crackles through. Moving in. Nodes, imports. Aware of interference. Slot the worms. Timer starts now. Stay safe. Fred dissipates. You are on your own now. Bro, I can't do it. Okay. Well, too bad at least. No, what we can do, we can start hacking these fools over here. There's a thing to this. Okay, and we come around here. Oh, we can go. Okay, we got a third. There's no answer when you buzz Lem's unit. The door is open. Push the door and find Mina, sitting in the middle of the floor, playing with Bun Bun. Where's Lem? Mina doesn't respond. She walks Bun Bun across the door and narrating quietly to herself. Look around the unit. It is a mess. Dishes and glasses on. Oh, and Mina's clothes piled up in the corner. Mina is sitting by her bag, filled across the floor. Her drawing slate cracked and dark. I'll tidy up. Start with the kitchen units, piling up the dishes into auto wash, wiping them down. You pile the clothes next, folding them neatly. Mina watches you quietly as she plays, curious but silent. You've just started to look at fixing her collect slate when Lem enters. Sleeper, where are you? He pauses and looks from you to Mina and back again. Never mind. You try. I sure hope so. I'll never be able to hit that line again, bro. He traps a bag by the door and slumps onto the couch. Everything okay? Well, what's a weak laugh? You forgot the past few cycles now too, which I was so lucky. He looks away at the open door. Look. Oh, no, what am I doing? I have to give them a voice. You forgot the past cycles now too. I wish I was so lucky. Like, that was not a good time. I want to. Well, unless you have a serial ticket or two on you, I don't think there's much you can do here. He pinches the bridge of his nose. You understand they never even put us on the list, right? I've been all around the land looking for work, and I've run into more than a people on the cruise. It turns out only long-time helpdesk members were issued those SLS ID numbers. They never planned to consider us. And it's just he didn't know that was what they were going to use to make the draw. And who knows? Maybe Sandless pulled the wool over their eyes. But what does it matter? All those hours in the yard for a hand-to-mouth wage and nothing else. He slams his hand down on the sofa. That voice is so hard to do. Giving up? Lem opens his mouth to respond, but stops himself. He looks at the open door again. Give me a second for my throat to rest. Okay. That's good. Sneak aboard, they already left. They're moving aside real up the hub, you know. Does it well me? That's where it'll depart from. I'm bringing in a ship with all their crazy. And transferring them up there in microgravity before unloading the crowd. Let's sneak aboard. You think they're gonna let people on board?
How secure? Possible.
He looks over at Mina.
Look, we'll be fine. We've always happened. I just need a little time.
Nice.
Yeah, that are settled. So.
Mina comes over and climbs into his lap. He smiles. What if I got you on board?
I miss your departure cycles. I miss that optimism.
Lem strokes Mina's hair.
It's going to go to the restaurant. Flickers.
I can't get up there without Mina down here.
I'm sure the siren will bring in a crowd, but be careful. This kind of thing always attracts scammers and thieves. By the way, on board, you take it. You need help to ask me. But for now, me and you're sticking to the eye.
Looks at him and smiles. I'll find a way. Moon smiles but doesn't say until he even gets your hand, eager to give you one more. Then you are out, back in the walkways of the woodland, already thinking plans to make this right. Okay, can I get on the ship myself and just leave him? Be an asshole. Probably a good place to start. Oh, they're moving it to the hut. Does he mean like over here? Yeah. Unless that's it. Let's risk it. And now we are starving. Because that's what we always have been. Booyah. Oh, this is the home. Oh. Bro. I mean, well. Eh, better not to risk it, I guess. Save it for when we have the 6. I didn't die. Anyone looking to get hacked? I've got you, my brother. Okay, I'm to sleep. I am not paying again that cat any more food. Yeah, yeah. No, wait, was I always meant to lose that drive? Or fail it, I mean. So, that's kind of genius. Oops. Okay. This is not completely unreasonable. Holy crap. Guess we can follow this. Of course I get no money from that. And I guess I'll do some of this. Huh. Bro, my luck is terrible. Oh. I'm trying my best to help out my. Yeah, I feels like I've really made progress in my time. That is not good. Come on. Come on. Positive outcome. Bro. Okay, we just need one success. What is this loser doing here? Like the achievement is like the achievement essentially. Injury Solis must be proud. You recognize the resonating voice of Caster and me, turn to see him, hooded and tucked in the shadows by viewing platform. Caster. See you remember our game. Good. He looks around platform. I'm afraid you'll have to wait for a rematch. Microgravity makes Tavla a little difficult. Smiles broadly. Castor walks out to stand beside you on the platform. Telltale clunk, magnetic boot accompanies slow crossing. He notices you are looking at him. I don't much like it up here. Here there's some trouble having it or I don't like this. Where is this? There are some trouble at the having it. the true lottery. You're just, you know, ugly business. Those are too used to the way or exploitation is project, you know. Just the gesture to the real. You know, why do you build this shit? Certainly, no corporate overlap out here. But that's not stairs that the was built here because they didn't like he rubs his security as something I cannot abide. My secrecy is something I cannot. He turns to face you. The people being loaded on that ship as we speak, sleeping people locked in cryo sleep. The person that you were emulated from. There are hundreds of loose ones out to a planet that don't sleep out anyone where it is. But you sleeper can do something today. You can read it right out of the air. Someone like you on that ship secretly isn't a problem. You can ping back whatever I need, whenever I need it, as long as you're on the board. You on a side reel for modifications. You can be my eyes in here. We'll keep track of Sally's grand project. You. In short, says Caster, stretching. I can get you aboard. For you, yes, sir. What is happening? Afterward. You're probably working for a corporation. Not just. Yes, friendly. Okay. So you're also a stalker. You like to stalk people. It can be arranged. It is difficult. And the condition is that you go to. So I'm guessing this is how I beat the game. Caster clunks closer to the window, watching the tugs wheeling out and real simple offer. The one that will get you off. He turns back silhouetted against the but to make it happen, I need your assistance. There is a Solis found in the now empty shipyard. I need the data from it. Allows me to produce the IDs necessary of your transit. Stupid. Caster looks over his glasses at you. The Solis are stupid though. Ship is totally isolated from the station. You'll need to get on the board if you want to access. You have the data. Meet me, friend's unit. We can give them the good news. I know this is his importance to you. Handle it one. So cute. Don't be a Peter. Don't be a Peter. Ivy is so screwed. Anytime someone is, oh, you kid. Oh, yeah, fine. Even though at the time, literally what the meant to there's no imi behind that. Imi is Japanese for meaning. I guess kotoba no imi and I don't know how do you say kotoba no imi ga guy yao wayo. Yeah, I think you don't expect the data before the side real horizon link up. Then I will get a message. You have other options, but you're short one. But be sure that when you act sleeper, When you take the data from CLS, you'll be set off a series of events that will likely be hard for you to untangle for yourself. Either way, I recommend you to stop asking around up here. You're bringing a lot of attention to yourself. Yes, Les's around has to emphasize this point. There are only a handful of cycles and departures that are make your decision. With that caster, okay. So we have 8 cycles to deal with this. He wants me to, well, we definitely need to get rid of my tracker then. Well, actually, hold on. So is he asking me to hack it? Ooh. Maybe he is. But how do I steal Stelly's data? Oh. Engage. Better not to risk it. Yeah, probably better not to risk that either, if we're being honest. Let's see. Hey, that's exactly what I needed. And you, are gonna have to work. Want to go to work, but you don't want to go to work. I don't get money from that. Okay. Yes. Oh. Wait, can I, bro, oops, sucks. I literally just got the means, then it just. Get one of these. Okay. Why did I get these? Yeah. Did you get a point left? I'll just, I'll upgrade that. That was lucky timing. Let's work some more. Lucky. Give that. Yeah. Sleeper must express plan before we begin. New offender is impatient. Aspect of being free from the vending machine clearly too much to take. Yet mine has no output features. Will be mute until slotted. What's the plan? Server motors in the machine begin to rev. New offense anxiety clear. First imprint ship mine. Then slot imprinted ship mine into physical ports close to hunter's nest. Once slotted, will track hunter at each. Tracking will find core nest. Slot ship mine at core nest. Show hunter data to hunter. Hunter will conclude sentience. Hunter will invoke killer. Not simple. Okay. Let's all reaching for machine is not this task. Use sensors, limited inputs. I work blind. Push me alive. Good luck. Oh. Oh. I'm a dumbass. Yeah. I think we're supposed to piss off the hunter or something, and then we hit him with the, you know what. Wait, am I? Okay. Oh, is this what I'm supposed to? So what? Was this all here before? Oh wait, did I? Oh no, I'm just... Okay, I flipped it. I was like, what? This is not real. Oh, we gotta talk to this guy. Will this work? Don't worry, the breaches cannot be traced to... Dang, even a child calling me a blinker. Love you, robot.
I love you, robot.
Okay. Okay. We should do this. The trailhead, yeah, I'm not reading this shit. sleeper. Okay, so he's alive in a robot. Okay, and he killed Ashton. Okay, big surprise. We can talk to her about what happened. Are we gonna talk about our feelings? Like, oh man, I don't know. I realized after I killed a person, taking a life puts a lot on your shoulders. Be for real. Oh! Bang glimpse to the door of the bay to greet you. You should have seen what happened to him. Oh, he immediately left. He got a show. I'm sorry, I'm just too tired to freaking read all. Do better. Yes. Perfect. Up. Oh, there's. Where is this? really like mine too much. These. Oh. Yes, I'll just. I really need that money. Like, I'm not joking around. Bro. Look at y'all, bro. Let's be for real. Everyone has to make me wait 5 years to say, like, goodbye. Alright, bro. Of course, I got nowhere to work either. I have this, but they don't pay me. Guess I can sell some pita. I can do 2 cycles. If not, I guess I'll just kill myself. Please give me my money. Yeah, look, man, I get you. People, they just dumb. Yes, thank you. I don't care if that's the bad end. I'm never seeing her again. Oh wait, I'm supposed to hack like all of them. Look ahead. Sleeper, I am here. Oh. Sleeper. Neophin? Navigator now. What's the machine? I'm indebted to you. Newest printers. And Hunter. Identify. Yeah, I get it. You're a real boy. Okay. I really hope the guy is done with his preparations. Oh, he is. Man. You ready? I get to freaking spend my whole life with this buffoon. Oh, do not consider me family with that loser. Okay, I guess we beat the. I enjoyed it. Games, because it's like reading a book, but you kind of have to be in the mood. Because I mean, like, there's this a book. It's like a web. Yes, there's this web novel I really enjoyed, but I kind of have to be in the mood to read it. Because if I just try to read it like as soon as I wake up or something, then I'm gonna be like, I don't know, just having to read. like, like if there was more action to the game, maybe. What happens if we? Oh, it's like right before we. Okay, I'm probably done playing. Did enjoy it. Like a minute. As for our next game, I'm thinking we play Fallout, starting with Fallout 2, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, or yeah, well, actually, New Vegas after Fallout 3, or maybe we just I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I certainly hope everyone would. Honestly, I give this game like probably a 7 out of 11. Good game. Maybe I'm just not built for it. But yeah, I'll see y'all whenever I'm able